Good afternoon. Before we begin, I'd like to ask everyone to be seated if you're not seated yet, and turn your phones to silence as we begin the presentation of our Outstanding Teachers of the Year. I'm Daniel Lopez, Waco ISD's Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. We want to thank you for attending today's event, where Waco ISD proudly celebrates its single greatest asset, it's our teachers. At this time, would all the outstanding teachers please stand? Dr. Kincannon, members of the school board, it is my distinct honor to present to you and guests the 2023-2024 Waco ISD Outstanding Teachers of the Year. You may be seated. There are many people responsible for today's celebration, but I want to take time to recognize a few of them individually. I'd like to thank the entire Human Resources team for being such gracious hosts this afternoon. A special thank you is extended to the University High School Highlighters and varsity cheerleaders and their sponsors, Loana Lopez and Ariela Santa Cruz, for serving as ushers for today's event. Thank you so much. It is now my pleasure to introduce Waco ISD Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Susan Kincannon.
Well, welcome. We got to have a little more energy than that, right? Welcome, everyone. Yay. All right, we're celebrating today, and that's always a great thing. I, too, want to thank everyone who made this possible. It's just a really nice event, isn't it? And it's so great to see you all sitting and enjoying your loved ones and your coworkers, and just getting a chance to take a break, especially during probably one of our busier weeks of the year. So it's good to see you. Excuse me. I want to say congratulations to each of you for being named Teacher of the Year for your campus. That's a tremendous honor and something that you should definitely be proud of. And on behalf of the administration and the board, I want to congratulate you and say thank you for all that you do. And I want to also introduce our board members to you. We have with us today our board president, Mrs. Stephanie Cordweg. They're going to be shy. Our board secretary, Mr. Jeremy Davis. Mr. Jonathan Grant. Mr. Keith Guillory. Mr. Angelo Ochoa, thank you, and Mr. Jim Patton. Yeah, thank you all for coming and helping us celebrate today. I also want to recognize Transformation Waco for being here today. Dr. McDurham, I saw, there she is in the back. And do you have any board members with you today? If so, would y'all please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Appreciate you. So this year, the board asked that we work on the branding for our district. And honestly, and they know this, honestly, I had a long list of things that I wanted to focus on this year, and branding wasn't on my list. And I know you guys have heard as we've been around to talk at schools, all the things that we're working on. I called them big lifts in our presentations, and things that we were trying to accomplish by next school year. So there really was a lot to do. And I had had a previous experience of working on a district logo, and I knew that that was tedious work and that everyone has a different opinion about style and color. And I knew that it would take multiple iterations and a lot of time to get to a place where everyone agreed on what a new logo might look like for Waco ISD. But the board was adamant that we do it. So I agreed to take that on this year. And my team and I gathered some information on designers and communications specialists who we thought could help us with the work, and we scheduled some interviews with each one of them. And as we conducted the interviews, like I always do, I get excited about the work. So I got really excited because I realized that we could do more than design a logo. We could use this as an opportunity to tell our story and to think about a much larger marketing campaign for Waco ISD. So ultimately, we hired a firm to help us, and we organized multiple focus groups to hear the stories of staff, parents, and students about what they believe is special about Waco ISD and what makes us different. And what we heard, and what I hope that the consultants are able to capture when they come back with some initial ideas in a couple of weeks, is that it's the teachers who make a difference in Waco ISD. And there's something different that sets you apart from teachers who teach in other places. And I know that because I've been other places. There's a reason that you were selected as Teacher of the Year. You're focused on our kids. You understand that Waco ISD is not like districts around us. You know that our diversity is our strength and you value it. You go the extra mile for our students, providing them with supplies and food and other things that they need, such as emotional support and encouragement. You are persistent. You are passionate. You believe in our students, and you show up again and again to help them overcome obstacles. You help them identify their strengths and talents so that they can discover a path beyond high school. That came up a lot in the conversation, really helping them find their way. You celebrate our students' small and big wins, and you accept them for who they are. And you are committed to our vision of creating a better future for all. I had the opportunity, it's been a while, to read a book. It's always been one of my favorites. It's called Good to Great. Anyone ever read Good to Great by Jim Collins? Great book. He does a lot of research on what makes really high-performing companies so successful. And one of the things that he says in the book is that great vision without great people is irrelevant. So you matter. You and everything that you stand for in Waco ISD represent our brand as a school district. So I say you are the brand for Waco ISD. Now we'll see what the professionals come up with, but what I heard is that you are our brand. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you today. Appreciate you so much. Now, I asked ChatGPT, because I'm a learner, and I've been talking to my team all year about artificial intelligence and how we can use it in the classrooms, and been thinking about just practical uses for it. So I don't know, this is terribly practical, but I took my little speech that I wrote for you all, and I put it in ChatGPT, and I asked it to make a poem to celebrate our Teachers of the Year, and here's what I got. I'm going to read that to you. Y'all ready? It's kind of fun. In the heart of Waco, where dreams take flight, our teachers stand tall, beacons of light. Though branding was distant on our year's chart, the board urged us forward to make our mark. With tedious tasks and opinions in throng, a logo emerged, not yet really, a journey so long. But beyond mere symbols, a story untold, a narrative rich in colors and bold. Through interviews deep with experts in sight, excitement ignited, a beacon so bright. For in every tale, in every word spun, lies the essence of all that we've done. In focus groups gathered, stories unfurled, of teachers who shape in this vast swirling world. It's you, dear teachers, our shining stars, who make Waco ISD what it truly are. They said are. I'm not sure I like that. I don't like that as an English teacher, but there it is. Focused on children with hearts open wide, in diversity's embrace, you stand by their side. With persistence and passion, you forge ahead. Though through obstacles faced, you're never misled. Believers in futures beyond what's in sight, you guide them with love through day and through night, celebrating victories, both big and small, accepting each child, embracing them all. For in your commitment, our vision takes flight, a better tomorrow in each child's sight. Jim Collins once said, and it rings ever true, great vision needs great people, and that's all of you. So here's to our teachers, our heroes, our own. In you, our brand's essence is splendidly shown. From the depths of our hearts, with gratitude true, we thank you, dear teachers, for all that you do. Congratulations. I say that was pretty good use of AI. What do y'all think? All right, now it's my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Stephanie Korteweg, Board President.
Okay, I don't feel like my presentation will be quite as polished or you have any AI use at all in it, but I love this time of year, and I think Kincannon hit the nail on the head when she said you are our brand. And I know that you in the classroom day in and day out can at times feel mundane, it can feel hard, you get pressure from the state, you get pressure from the district, you know, you have pressure from the students, but I want you to know thank you is not enough, but from the bottom of our hearts, even on the board, on behalf of the board, we want to say thank you. You truly are our brand. We have seen every area increase. So attendance, we're having more kids come to class. We're looking academically, and I have seen us steadily grow. And what is particularly exciting is it's not just elementary, it's not just middle school, it's not just high school. It is like this district is taking steps. Every year I see it taking steps, and that's because of your work. That's because of your effort. And I think not only is that exciting, but I think what I'd like to leave you with is you're doing so much more than seeing attendance go up, seeing academics go up. You're literally creating our community in the future. So I taught for 12 years in Waco ISD, and my first time I was teaching kindergarten, which God bless everyone who teaches kindergarten. I was teaching kindergarten, and I wasn't really thinking I was making a difference. I was like, are they getting anything? Here I am, I'm loving it. Okay, we'll see. Hopefully I've made an impact on them. And then fast forward to 6 years ago, I am having an emergency C-section. My daughter is like rushed to the NICU. I don't see her. She goes up, and I'm laying in the hospital bed, and I'm asking the nurse, when can I go see my daughter? I haven't seen my daughter. I just had my daughter, and I haven't seen her. And she's kind of going off, and just kind of being nice. But I was like, she's not going to let me see my daughter. Okay, so I'm laying there, and I'm getting frustrated and anxious because I haven't seen my daughter. And door opens, and the lady said, I knew there was a nurse rotation, door opens, and at the door walks in a nurse who looks up from the chart, stops and freezes. I look at her, and I go, Kristen Williams? In my kindergarten class, y'all. She was a kindergartner in my kindergarten class. And she looks at me, because at that time my name was Ibarra, and she goes, Miss Ibarra? And then she looks, and Korteweg, so she just, and I just thought, how are you doing, Kristen? It's just, we kind of caught up a little bit. We were talking, and then, towards the end, I asked her, she was a nurse, she'd been a nurse for several years, obviously was doing a fantastic job. And I talked to her and I said, Kristen, I haven't seen my daughter. I just had her. Can I please go to the NICU and see her? At which point she goes, I'll see if I can get a tech to come wheel you up. And I said, okay, Kristen, thank you so much. So you are doing, and Kristen was a beautiful child in my kindergarten class. She was amazing. I didn't know what kind of impact I had on her, but you don't realize the effect that you're gonna have on a student's life that in 10, 20, 30 years is going to kind of come around to you. So I just want to say thank you, not only for the academic attendance endeavors that we've been seeing on the board continue to go up, but thank you for investing in the kids in our community, because I know I am going to be directly, it's going to benefit not only me, but it's going to also benefits my daughter, and it benefits generations to come. So thank you for all that you do.
I'd like to give another round of applause for Dr. Kincannon and her leadership. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to the Board of Trustees for their leadership. We can't do much of what we do in Waco ISD without their leadership. So thank you all so much. We would like to express appreciation to those in the community who are contributing to our district's outstanding teacher winners. Sturdy Steel will present a $1,000 award to the District Elementary Teacher of the Year at a later date. Richard Carr of Richard Carr Motors will present a $1,000 award to the District Secondary Teacher of the Year at a later date. This award is given in loving memory of Mr. Gordon Roundtree. Thank you all so much. So are you ready to start this presentation? Ready to get awarded? We're excited about it. At this time, we will begin our presentation. Teachers, as we recognize each one of you, Dr. Kincannon will present you with your Outstanding Teacher Award, and a picture will be taken with the superintendent and our board members. You will then walk to the backdrop and take a picture with your principal. We would have the elementary campuses start moving toward the back with your Outstanding Teacher of the Year. Last year, we were lucky enough to award Robin Zeckman from Kendrick Elementary as our District Teacher of the Year. Before we begin our presentations for our elementary Outstanding Teachers of the Year, she has some words she'd like to share.
Being chosen as Outstanding Teacher of the Year for my campus and for our district was one of the most meaningful and surprising distinctions of my career. It's not something I ever expected, so as I've reflected over this past year, I've wondered to myself, what changed? What did I do as Teacher of the Year? Did I do anything differently? I still look forward to school every day. I still come to work on time. I look after my students, run guided reading, and spend hours planning. So no, I couldn't really find any changes. So then I got to thinking about my colleagues in the room and the different paths we've each taken that have brought us to this moment in time. What is it that we share? Because good teachers are hard to find. I realize that it's a self-motivation we share, an inherent ambition and determination to be the best that we can be for the students that we teach, because the joy of teaching children is its own motivation. So outstanding teachers, it's an honor to be in the room with you. I hope you enjoy this year and every year that you teach. Congratulations on this recognition.
Alta Vista, Lysandra Ballard.
I have had the privilege of working alongside Miss Lysandra Ballard for 15 years. She even mentored me the first year I taught third grade math and science. Miss Ballard is a remarkable third grade teacher for many different reasons. Several staff members that nominated Miss Ballard said that she sets high expectations for her students and herself, and she has a heart for teaching. She even tutors students in many different grade levels each day after school. Miss Ballard always finds time to make her students feel special, and she does a great job caring for the members of her third grade team. I can frequently find her with her partner teacher discussing the day and strategies to try later. Miss Ballard is an amazing educator, and Alta Vista is proud to have her serve as our Outstanding Teacher of the Year.
Bells Hill, Emily Pitts.
As an administrator, you look for teachers who will build relationships with students, who are willing to take on leadership roles, who will push their students and teaching partners to strive for excellence each day. And the teacher you look for is Emily Pitts. Mrs. Pitts works hard each day to ensure her students are prepared and ready to learn. She's stepped up and helped lead our Tier 1 behavior team this year. She's confident in her strategies because she uses her strategies daily in her class. She serves her students, parents, and coworkers with a passionate heart. One of her students said, "Miss Pitts is kind and helpful. She's the best teacher I've ever had, and she's very deserving of this award. She works hard to plan things for us that we should appreciate and not complain about because she works hours and stays up late to prepare lessons for us." In Waco ISD, our leadership always reminds us to remember our why. They want us to remember why we do what we do each day. I do what I do because of what public schools has done for my children. When parents bring their children to us, they're trusting us with their most precious treasures on the earth. I would put my children or any other child in Miss Pitt's class because she not only develops star academic students, but she showers them each day with love and compassion. As a parent and as an administrator, there's no higher honor than placing my children in someone else's hands. Mrs. Pitts, thank you for what you do, and thank you for taking care of our children.
Brook Avenue, Sheann Rankin.
Cheyenne Rankin is in her 4th year of teaching. Through those years, there have been times she faced very challenging moments. At one point, she even questioned her desire to stay in the field of education. After lots of soul searching and praying, Ms. Rankin decided she was going to give it another try. And boy, are we thankful that she did. Ms. Rankin moved to 1st grade this year and has simply thrived. She is genuine and real. Her classroom is not just a classroom, it is a home. It is a safe place, and when you walk in, you feel the love. She builds meaningful relationships with each of her students, and they work things out as if they were a family. They look to Ms. Rankin for not just academic learning, but all of their social and emotional needs, and she meets them every time. Ms. Rankin is loved and respected by students and staff for her positivity, dedication, grit, and her desire to continue learning and growing. We are truly blessed to have her at Brook Avenue.
Cedar Ridge, Star Eastlis.
Miss Islas, the Cedar Ridge Teacher of the Year, embodies creativity and engagement on campus. With a contagious enthusiasm for learning, she transforms her classroom into a vibrant hub of inspiration. Her innovative teaching methods captivate students, making every lesson an adventure. Through her years on campus, Ms. Islas has perfected the art of weaving creativity into the curriculum and leaves a mark on her students' hearts and their minds. Her dedication goes beyond textbooks, incorporating hands-on activities, multimedia presentations, and interactive projects that ignite the curiosity and foster the critical thinking of her students. Beyond the classroom, Ms. Islas's impact resonates throughout our school community. She mentors other teachers and shares her passion for teaching with colleagues and with students alike. As Teacher of the Year, Ms. Islas's recognition is a celebration of her unwavering commitment to nurturing a love for learning and inspiring the next generation to reach for the stars.
Crestview, Desiree Scott.
Mrs. Desiree Scott teaches fourth grade science and math. Her love for our students and the curriculum go hand in hand as she prepares our students for the upcoming grades. She builds long-lasting relationships with our students, which quickly allows her to identify their strengths and weaknesses. She excels at pushing our students to be their best and encourages them to be leaders on campus. Ms. Scott goes above and beyond both in and outside of the classroom in an effort to support student success. Thank you, Mrs. Scott, for modeling all of the Cougar values and being the best you can be. You are most deserving of this award, and we are truly proud you represent Crestview Elementary. Congratulations.
Dean Highland, April Alcorn Cobb.
It is with great pleasure and immense pride that I stand before you today to present Dean Highlands, Teacher of the Year. Miss April Cobb embodies all the qualities we hold dear in an exceptional educator. With tireless devotion, she has enriched the lives of countless students, inspiring them to reach beyond their perceived limits and strive for greatness. Her classroom is not merely a space for learning, but a sanctuary of empowerment where every individual is encouraged to discover their potential and soar to new heights. Throughout her career, she has demonstrated an unparalleled ability to ignite the flames of curiosity and foster a love for lifelong learning. She possesses a rare gift for connecting with students on a personal level, recognizing their unique strengths and nurturing them with patience and understanding. In her presence, classrooms transform into vibrant hubs of creativity and intellectual exploration, where knowledge flourishes and dreams take flight. Beyond the confines of the classroom, Ms. Cobb has left a mark on the fabric of our educational community. She serves as a mentor, a role model, and a beacon of hope for her colleagues. Today, as we honor Ms. Cobb's remarkable achievements, I want to reaffirm our commitment to the noble cause of education, and we are so proud of you, Ms. Cobb.
Hillcrest PDS, Kendall Bean.
Ms. Rabine always has a positive outlook on things. She is encouraging, supportive, energetic, and fun. There are two things about Ms. Rabine that you can always count on. She is always willing to help anyone in any way that she can, and she is always up for the challenge, especially if it's a competition. As a teammate, she shares fresh ideas, gives feedback, and always comes prepared. And as a teacher, she radiates love and compassion as she works with her students, making sure each of them is educated in the way that works best for them. She challenges herself to continue growing as an educator and is always willing to go above and beyond for her students. As a friend, Kendall is incredibly supportive despite being a busy mom and will find time for her friends and show up when others need her. She gives from the heart and never expects anything in return. Thank you, Ms. Rabine, for your loving spirit and for making us want to be better versions of ourselves.
J.H. Hines, Betty Jo Miller.
Okay. Roses. Okay, nice. Someone once said, if my students can't learn the way I teach, then I will teach them the way they learn. As an educator for 33 years, Betty Miller continues to hold true to that ideal. In fact, one might say even more so, because as a teacher of special education students, she is well versed in scaffolding and differentiating learning concepts to meet the varying learning styles and needs of the students she services. She believes that as an educator, she is called to not only help students realize their full academic potential, but aid them in gaining the necessary skills to become productive community citizens by helping develop their social and emotional capacity to better manage themselves and interact positively with those around them. When asked about the best part of her job, she said, seeing students light up when they've truly gotten a concept or mastered a skill for the first time, and then seeing them grow after they have been able to retain it makes it worth every effort. Her colleagues agree that she has the ability to reach students in a way that builds their confidence and motivation to excel. The J.H. Hines community and family are proud to name and honor Betty Miller as our 2024 Teacher of the Year. Thank you.
Kendrick Elementary, Sharonda Kraft.
Ms. Kraft is a remarkable teacher whose impact extends far beyond the classroom. She creates an environment where every student feels loved and welcomed. Her ability to build genuine connections with her students is truly commendable. Her effective classroom management is reflected in the well-behaved and engaged demeanor of her students. She strives for the best for each of her students, making her class a positive and enriching experience. Her impact isn't just recognized by her students and colleagues, but highlighted by her NCL who shared, I am nominating Ms. Kraft because of her continual commitment to relationships with her students, past and present. She has also taken the initiative to assume important leadership responsibilities within our team. She continues to look for ways to help all the students, aides, and teachers. She makes all the people around her better. I am grateful and blessed to work with Mrs. Kraft. Thank you, Ms. Kraft, for your love and dedication to Kendrick Elementary.
Lake Air Montessori, David Gibson.
Hi, everyone. In education, we often speak of the transformative power of teachers, their ability to inspire, guide, and empower. Today, we celebrate a teacher who embodies these qualities and so much more. Mr. David Gibson is not only a master of teaching science to the Lake Air Montessori Middle School students, but also a beacon of positivity and hope for all who have the privilege of knowing him. This is my second year as principal at Lake Air Montessori, and Mr. Gibson has consistently exemplified the principles of kindness, empathy, and compassion in all that he does. Whether he's in the classroom, in the hallways, or within the school community, Mr. Gibson radiates warmth and positivity, uplifting the spirits of those around him and creating an atmosphere of joy and friendship wherever he goes. In the world of Montessori, we recognize that each child is a unique individual with their own gifts, passions, and potential waiting to be unlocked. Mr. Gibson is more than just a teacher. He is a guide, a mentor, and a trusted ally in the journey of each child's development. Through his dedication, creativity, and unwavering commitment to the Montessori philosophy, Mr. Gibson has transformed his classroom into a vibrant, dynamic learning community where children are empowered to explore, discover, and grow at their own pace while continuing to meet the state standards on STAR testing. His passion for Montessori education is infectious, inspiring students to embrace learning as a joyful and lifelong pursuit. Let us celebrate Mr. Gibson's boundless energy, his unwavering dedication, and his remarkable ability to inspire positive change in the world. He is a true champion of Montessori education.
Mountain View Elementary, 7 Hodge.
Seven Hodge is a 5th grade math teacher at Mountain View Elementary, and she was nominated by her coworkers and fellow students who were able to help us recognize her as our Outstanding Teacher of the Year. This year, she will be completing her 4th year at Waco ISD, and Ms. Hodge is always present and contributing to the great whole of not just the 5th grade, but our campus in entirety. Her classroom management and style of interaction are appreciated by the students, and she is able to get results. She pours into her students. She is kind, she is gentle, but always effective. 7 has the skill of forming valuable relationships with all of her students and is able to help them succeed not only in the classroom, but beyond. She's a team player, and she's always willing to jump in wherever needed. She chooses to be positive, a problem solver, and is always committed and always resilient. Her love, dedication, and determination to see her students succeed in the midst of sometimes the greatest difficulties and on many levels is very inspiring and worthy of recognition and applause. She is a great asset to Mountain View Elementary, and we are excited to see what her future holds. 7, you make me a better person every single day, and it's my honor to recognize you as Mountain View Elementary's outstanding teacher.
Parkdale Elementary, Giselle Vento.
It is with great pleasure that I stand before you today and announce Ms. Vento Parkdale's Teacher of the Year for the 23-24 school year. For the past 7 years, Ms. Vento has graced Parkdale Elementary with her infectious positivity and unwavering dedication as an esteemed music teacher. Ms. Vento is always seen with a smile on her face and ready to greet students and colleagues alike with warmth and kindness. Her optimistic outlook and cheerful demeanor serves as a source of inspiration for those around her, uplifting spirits and creating a sense of joy within Parkdale. Ms. Vento's impact extends far beyond the classroom, and her exceptional leadership was exemplified when she led Waco ISD's Children Music Festival. This was a remarkable event that showcased talents of our students and it brought joy to all who attended. Though her commitment to fostering love for music and nurturing each student's potential, Ms. Vento has left an invaluable mark on Parkdale. We are honored to recognize you, Ms. Vento, as Teacher of the Year.
Provident Heights, Itzel Mojica.
Provident Heights Elementary is proud to introduce Itzel Mojica as the Outstanding Teacher of the Year. Ms. Mojica has been teaching for 7 years, with the last 3 years as a first grade ESL teacher at Provident Heights. Ms. Mojica is passionate and a dedicated educator who sets high expectations for each of her students. Her classroom culture provides a nurturing environment where everything experienced is an opportunity for growth. Ms. Mojica helps with many duties around the school. Most notably, she is a multi-classroom leader who helps coach, grow, and mentor other teachers on our campus. One of her students said, "I love Ms. Mojica because she teaches us fun things and is the greatest teacher I have ever had." Another student said, "I love Ms. Mojica because she is cool, amazing, pretty, and she gives us snacks when we are hungry." She strives to create a classroom community with strong connections and an excitement for learning. When you walk into our classroom, a smile instantly comes to your face when you see every student learning and growing. We are proud at Provident Heights Elementary to recommend Ms. Mojica as our 2023-2024 Outstanding Teacher of the Year.
South Waco Elementary, Stephanie Munoz.
Today, it is my absolute privilege to stand before you to celebrate a truly exceptional educator, Stephanie Munoz. Stephanie's journey in education spans over 2 decades, a testament to her unwavering dedication to the transformation of young lives through music. Stephanie began her noble craft in 1997, and since 2016, she's graced the halls of South Waco, infusing our school with her passion for music and her commitment to nurturing the talents of her students. As the UIL coordinator for our campus, she has gone above and beyond, sacrificing her personal time to mentor and guide. Stephanie's influence extends far beyond the confines of the school. She generously lends her expertise to the Salvation Army Music School, imparting the gift of music to those who may not have access otherwise. Her involvement in SAMS and her participation in the Waco Community Band exemplifies her tireless devotion to her craft, inspiring both her students and fellow musicians alike. May her legacy continue to resonate in our hearts and minds for generations to come. Thank you, Stephanie, for your boundless dedication, for inspiring us all to reach for the highest notes of excellence.
West Avenue, Carolyn Green.
Ms. Green, a veteran teacher, phenomenal leader, and a West Avenue Eagle at heart, has taught, led, and served the students, community, and staff on our campus for the entirety of her 20-year career in many capacities, including as a teacher, instructional specialist, technology coordinator, and UIL coordinator. Her innate ability to build and sustain meaningful and long-lasting relationships while also pushing those she serves and serves to be better than they were the day before is like no other. To call her an inspiration does not honor her at the level of her tenure, knowledge, and humility deserves, but indeed she is an inspiration to all she crosses paths with. Ms. Green's natural inclination for leading with character, humble disposition for leading from the heart, and steadfast ability to lead for results is remarkable. West Avenue has been blessed to have her on our team, and as the principal this year, I can confidently say the success we've enjoyed this year is in large part the result of her commitment and dedication to pursuing excellence. Thank you for the work you do, Ms. Green, and congratulations.
Let's give one more round of applause to our elementary Outstanding Teachers of the Year. At this time, we will celebrate the outstanding secondary teachers, if you would make your way back to around the corner, we'll get ready to honor you. Last year, we were honored to name James Settles the District Secondary Teacher of the Year, and he is here to share some words for his secondary counterparts.
First, I would like to say congratulations to each of you for being named Teacher of the Year at your site. I definitely know how good it feels to receive some praise about all the hard work that you have put in at your school. I also want to congratulate the teachers who will win the District Teacher of the Year. Waco ISD has the coolest way that I've ever seen to introduce Teacher of the Year. Having your students talk about you to introduce you as Teacher of the Year was amazing. Well, for a moment. Then you realize you're about to have to come up and say a few words and you didn't prepare anything. Still, it was an amazing moment that I will never forget. What really stands out the most from this past year comes from my pastor, who was once recounting the story of Jesus riding the donkey on Palm Sunday. As Jesus was riding the donkey and the people were laying palm branches in front of the donkey, he said, "I bet that donkey really thought, man, I must be something great for the people to be putting these palm branches down before me." At first, it was really easy to believe that I was something great. But when I really thought about it, there are so many things that led me to this point. First, I am always blessed to receive the students that I get in class. I am blessed to have teachers and co-teachers around me, currently and in the past, who made me better. I am blessed with paraprofessionals, secretaries, counselors, nurses, principals, administrators, and all those who help make a difference in students' lives. I am blessed with custodial staffs, maintenance workers that keep our school functioning. And I'm blessed to have a family and friends who put up with all the time, the money, the stress, the quiet time you need to calm down from that stress, and everything else that goes into teaching. So don't start thinking that you're something special without realizing and thanking everyone who makes this possible. Finally, as Teacher of the Year, some responsibility comes with it. It's unwritten, but it's there. Struggling teachers now know that you are good at what you do. Many will start to ask you questions. Right before Christmas this year, another teacher and I were walking out to our vehicles, and we exchanged some pleasantries. As we were walking, she mentioned that she doesn't think that she can do this anymore because she was struggling to control her class. She asked how I was able to do it as Teacher of the Year. We talked for a little bit, and then I found her a few days later, and we talked some more. We have since become friends, and while she does have her bad days, she's improving every day. Teachers will be watching and listening to you now. Help them. Share with them what works for you, but also listen to what their classroom is like and give them ideas that will work in their classroom. Be honest about any struggles that you have or have had in the past. Hopefully you already do this with some of your teachers in your content or those around you. But now, the entire building knows how awesome you are, and you need to share that awesomeness with everyone. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Mr. Settles. G.L. Wiley Opportunity Center, Ruby Velasquez.
Ms. Velasquez is the perfect example of what every Waco ISD employee should strive to be when they show up to work to serve our children and families. She goes above and beyond every day to ensure her students' needs are met. Ms. Velasquez also contributes to the overall campus culture and environment by displaying a positive attitude and checking on the needs of her teammates. Her coworkers use the following words to describe her, and a lot of these showed up multiple times: dedicated, patient, kind, hardworking, creative, dependable, caring, consistent, professional, determined, thoughtful, loving, devoted, resourceful, and invested in her students. Her students use the following words to describe her: helpful, nice, and caring. Thank you, Ms. Velasquez, for everything you do for the children in Waco ISD and Wiley, and always putting the needs of students first.
Cesar Chavez Middle School, Marisela Siller.
In Rita Pearson's popular TED Talk, she stated, "Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection, and insists that they become the best that they can possibly be." Today, I'm proud to celebrate a champion from Cesar Chavez Middle School who has left an indelible mark on our school community with her dedication, passion, and unwavering commitment. That champion is Ms. Marisela Siller. She leads by example, embodying the values of integrity, compassion, and resilience in everything she does. Ms. Siller goes beyond the confines of her classroom. She's a pillar of support for her fellow educators, offering sound advice, lending a listening ear, and providing unwavering encouragement. Her wisdom, empathy, and willingness to share her expertise makes her a trusted mentor and confidant, enriching the professional growth and development of her colleagues. One of Ms. Siller's colleagues shared, "I watch Ms. Siller interact with the students and see her caring attitude for them. I see fairness, firmness, and high expectations. I watch her start from where they are in class and move them forward. She praises them and models success for them. She lets them know, you can do this." It's that can-do attitude that helps her students excel. In her classroom, learning becomes an adventure as she crafts engaging lessons that captivates the minds and hearts of her students, igniting their curiosity and fueling their passion for learning. Her students share that she is patient, funny, and always prepared. She trusts us to do what needs to be done. Ms. Siller, today we celebrate you as a shining example of the transformative power of education. Cesar Chavez is proud to have you represent us as the 23-24 Teacher of the Year. Thank you for helping us soar to new heights.
G.W. Carver Middle School, Justin Stanford.
Justin Stanford has been a beacon of knowledge and inspiration for 7 remarkable years at Carver Middle School. In his role as the LPAC chair, he has tirelessly advocated for the needs of English language learners, ensuring that every student has the support and resources necessary to thrive. As both the ESL and English teacher, Justin's commitment to academic excellence knows no bounds. He has not only imparted knowledge, but has instilled the love of learning that has transcended classrooms. Justin's impact extended far beyond academics. He is a mentor, a role model, a friend to his students, fostering a sense of belonging and empowerment in each and every one of them. His unwavering belief in the potential of every student has transformed lives and shaped their futures. In a word where the role of educators is more crucial than ever, Justin Stanford stands out as a beacon of hope and inspiration. His dedication, compassion, and unwavering commitment to his students makes him truly deserving of the title of Teacher of the Year.
Tennyson Middle School, Gina Pacisis.
"60 seconds is simply not enough time to highlight the impressive accomplishments that Gina Pacisis has had this school year. Gina is a teacher of teachers who provides guidance, training, and mentorship to other teachers. She has extensive knowledge and experience in ELAR teaching methods, and she uses her expertise to help other teachers improve their skills and become better educators. In addition to being the ELA department chair, she is a mentor of 2 first-year teachers who are thriving under her mentorship. As a lover of literacy, she is a part of the district literacy cohort. She advocates for literacy inside and outside the classroom and even participated in the Columbia University's Teachers College Reading and Writing Project, which is evident if you have ever been in any of her classes. Her classes are student-centered, engaging, and full of high-yield, intentional practices that promote high levels of student achievement. Just ask the Penguin publishers who received and responded to her class's critique of some grammatical errors noticed in The Lord of the Flies. Ms. Pacisa's infectious smile and genuine care and concern for her students, as well as her colleagues, are second to none. There's no better teacher than Gina Pacisas.
Brazos High School, Brian Bays.
It is such a blessing to have Mr. Brian Bays represent Brazos High School as our Teacher of the Year. Mr. Bays has been teaching for 16 years and is known amongst his students as the GOAT math teacher, greatest of all times, or the math teacher that knows practically everything. This speaks volumes amongst this year's clientele of students who have consistently struggled with math, of which they often put off until the very end because they fear it so much. Mr. Bays is known for meeting the students wherever they are around their math obstacle course and coaching them up to where they need to be by earning their required math course credits. Amongst his colleagues, he is considered to be easygoing, really jumps in to help. He's the night school Superman, a great friend, and a supportive and very supportive and encouraging on the good and not so good days for both staff and students. But his newest colleague stated this heartfelt message. Since first stepping foot on campus at Brazos, Mr. Bays has been a constant source of support and encouragement. My countless questions are always met with an open candor that leaves me feeling like he cares about creating a welcoming work environment. He is a friendly face every day for me as well as the students. So, as you can see, Mr. Bays is a teacher leader amongst his colleagues and a priceless asset to both our staff and students at Brazos.
University High School, Justin Sanchez.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm proud to honor Mr. Justin Sanchez as University High School's Outstanding Teacher of the Year. As a graduate of Waco ISD and a former Waco High School student, Mr. Sanchez was inspired by his mentor, Mr. Bill Taverner, to become a teacher. He connects with his students on a personal level, creating an environment where they all feel valued and empowered. Mr. Sanchez's innovative teaching methods and the use of technology engages his students, fostering a love for learning. Beyond the classroom, he serves as a mentor and role model, instilling important values in his students. Mr. Sanchez's impact extends beyond the classroom as he collaborates with his colleagues to create an inclusive learning environment. And today we honor Mr. Sanchez for his unwavering commitment to his students and passion for education. Mr. Sanchez is a remarkable teacher. I can tell you right now, seeing a lot of teachers throughout the years, I've seen them come and go, but Mr. Sanchez is one that stands by the definition of making sure he serves his teachers. First one there every morning, ready to go, and anytime anything is needed for our students, it's a simple, let's do it. So on behalf of the university, I just want to say congratulations for this well-deserved award. Thank you.
Waco High School, Shanna Jones.
Shauna Jones was instilled with the belief from a young age that a good education was essential for a successful future. At just 5 years old, her aspiration to become a teacher began to take root, fueled by the affinity for math since 4th grade. Her passion for imparting knowledge became evident through her acts of tutoring siblings, neighbors, participating in peer mentoring programs, and assisting teachers in classroom. Despite briefly considering engineering upon acceptance to Baylor University, Shauna's unwavering dedication to education led her back to the School of Education. Following graduation, she embarked on her teaching journey through a grant program, eventually established herself as an experienced math educator and campus leader. Her commitment to teaching and building relationships with students continues to inspire both her students and colleagues alike. She will be completing her 13th year in education this year. We would like to thank Ms. Shauna Jones. Lion Pride runs deep.
Mrs. Allie Mott could not make it here today for Waco, but Mr. Rambo will accept the award and he will talk a little bit about her.
Thank you. It's with great pleasure and admiration that I stand before you to honor Allie Mock as a Greater Waco Advanced Healthcare Academy's Teacher of the Year. As Mrs. Mock's supervisor, I have the privilege of witnessing firsthand her exceptional dedication and passion for her work each day. Mrs. Mock, a former nurse who transitioned to education, exemplifies the spirit of service and professionalism. Her deep knowledge in clinical ethics, coupled with her innate ability to foster critical thinking and empathy in her students, sets her apart as an extraordinary educator. Our students will have successful healthcare careers, not only because of the knowledge and skills Mrs. Mock teaches, but also the soft skills that will make them great colleagues, employees, supervisors, and overall citizens. Beyond her expertise in her field, Mrs. Mock embodies the qualities of a true team player, always willing to collaborate and support her colleagues. Her positivity and unwavering commitment to her students' growth and development are truly commendable. Today, we celebrate not only Allie Mock's individual achievements, but also the profound impact she has had on her students and the broader educational community. It is with immense pride that we present her with this well-deserved recognition. Congratulations, Allie, on this outstanding achievement. Your dedication to excellence serves as an inspiration to us all. Thank you.
Greater Waco Advanced Manufacturing Academy, Gustavo Vargas Lara.
Gustavo Vargas Lara is finishing his 10th year at teaching. He teaches introductory welding and safety at GWAMA, the Greater Waco Advanced Manufacturing Academy. Gustavo and his wife Josephine have 2 boys, Luca, 4, and Remy, age 2. Gustavo is a welder who has become an excellent teacher for his students at GWAMA and for WISD. He is involved with Skills USA, preparing his students for the district and state competitions, and also providing leadership on campus and being involved in all of GWAMA and all of our professional development. By taking many of his students, he also takes many of his students to area welding competitions. Gustavo builds relationships with his students that are based on trust, honesty, and hard work. He consistently takes students who know very little about welding, processes, and by the year's end, he has over 50% of his students earning their industry-based certification in welding. We are very proud at GWAMA to have Gustavo Vargas Lara as our 2023-24 Teacher of the Year. Thank you, Gustavo.
Congratulations to all of you for your outstanding work and dedication to the children in Waco ISD. It is certainly a blessing to be able to end our school year with such a celebration. Congratulations to all of you today. All right, Dr. Buchanan, it's time for the District Elementary and District Secondary Teachers of the Year. Our Elementary District Teacher of the Year is a music specialist. She graduated from Waco High School and participated in the choir program there. Her involvement in fine arts earned her multiple scholarships to further her education. She participated in numerous ensembles, musicals, and operas while obtaining her associate's degree from McLennan Community College, and later her Bachelor of Arts degree in choral music education at Baylor University. She co-directed the nonprofit organization Youth Chorus of Central Texas alongside her former high school choir director. She currently serves as the youth choir director at 7th and James Baptist Church. She has written for the Southwestern Musician and has been recognized for her contribution to Bellas Artes in Mexico, where she performed to raise funds to build a music school in her hometown. She was chosen for Yamaha's inaugural 40 Under 40 program and garnered national recognition for her positive impact in the classroom and the Waco community. She believes leading children through music is an honor. The beauty in their hearts, truths in their voices, and power in their dreams are humanity's biggest treasures. We are honored, and congratulations to Ms. Giselle Vento, this year's Elementary District Teacher of the Year.
This past summer, I had the privilege of leading a training for educators, and I named it Leading with the Heart. I believe that as educators, here we are, and what great place to fulfill if I am the one representing the coaches waking up at 5 in the morning to open those gyms for our scholars to have a place. What a great place to represent if I am here standing in front of you with those 30 plus years of education at the table. With those educators who spend their own money to go buy materials so our scholars can have the best. Part of that training spoke about the 7-second rule. And apparently it takes 7 seconds for you to decide if you're going to listen to somebody and trust them. Well, a new study has been done, and it takes us a blink. In a blink, our scholars can decide if they're here to trust us. And thinking back at all the educators that have been part of my journey, who are now here serving, I just want to thank you, because life is that, a blink. And they brought their authentic selves so they could build a path for me. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your lives and for being present. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Kincannon. Thank you, Larry Carpenter. Thank you, Ms. Collier. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Our secondary district teacher of the year currently teaches 8th grade pre-AP. She holds a Bachelor's of Arts with a double major in English and History from the University of Texas at Austin and a Master of Liberal Arts with a concentration in literary studies from Southern Methodist University. In addition, while living in Chicago, she earned a middle-level endorsement from National Louis University and an educational leadership certification from DePaul University. Her Texas Educator Certificate includes Gifted and Talented Supplemental, English as a Second Language Supplemental, and Principal Certification. She believes active learning in a safe, supportive environment allows students to grow as thinkers, When students can analyze, evaluate, and create in a space designed to value their ideas, they love learning and flourish academically, socially, and emotionally. To create this environment, we must let go of the old school sage on the stage practice to make way for rich, student-centered activities in which students can explore what it means to be human. She expresses that students can best understand a human's place in the world when they leap across disciplines, connecting individual and societal patterns while creating their unique system of ethics. She uses Mark Twain's quote as a guide to her own belief and work. Find a job you enjoy doing, and you will never have to work a day in your life. She affirms that quote by often wondering how lucky she is to be paid for the joy of being a teacher. She, as Teacher of the Year, asserts that it will be her mission to spread the news that teaching has always been and is still the most honorable and enjoyable profession that exists. She states she will do all in her power to encourage others to avoid the noise of the naysayers and listen to the one who chose the classroom over any other role. Why? Because no job fills the heart like teaching does. We congratulate today our District Secondary Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Gina Pacisis.
Oh, wow. I didn't prepare anything to say because I didn't think there was any way I had a chance at this honor. I was honored enough just to be in this room among giants, the most distinguished educators in our great district. I have loved being a teacher. I wish 5-year-old me could see me as almost 60-year-old me now. 5-year-old me was teaching all of my dolls. They didn't eat very much or have many cups of milk, but they were taught. And I read a lot of books to them. And I have been in this biz since 1986. And I have experienced being a director at the Service Center, being a principal, being a coordinator, and then my best promotion of all, going back to the classroom where my heart is. And as your Teacher of the Year, my message will be to our young people, don't be afraid to be a teacher. It is the most wonderful job in the world. Take it from me. I tried something else and came right back to it because there are just no words to describe the joy of teaching. And I thank you all for your service to our children and to our city of Waco by teaching and educating our young people. Thank you.
Well, as we close, just some housekeeping. The arrangements that are on your table are for each Teacher of the Year, so you may take those home with you. Congratulations to you. I want to say thank you to our wonderful principals for sharing those beautiful narratives about each of your outstanding teachers. In the days that it's getting real busy for you and it hasn't stopped, you took time to come out here and celebrate and have a good lunch with our greatest asset, our teachers. So thank you for that. Dr. Kincannon, board members, and the Waco ISD community, I present to you the 2023-2024 Waco Outstanding Teachers of the Year and our District Outstanding Teachers of the Year. Congratulations to each of you.